What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Unprepared and Live. So, I know I'm getting some people coming in here. There it is. I'm only selecting a few people. No one's in here yet. Orlando, what is going on? Let's see. Got two people watching. Let's see. Tonight, it's been a while. Last time I looked, it was like, 4 months since I've done one of these. So, why not? Hope everybody's doing good. Little awkwardness here going on, always. You know, y'all can be my neighbor. You know, got a little polar bear background. Eddie.
Whoa, that was fast. It's really awkward when you're all by yourself. Hey, now they're coming in.
They're coming in.
What's going on, guys?
Is this your first live, Mike?
This is.
Yeah.
I'm breaking the cherry.
This is my first live. It is.
Don't put
Like
that
I
in.
was. I was actually playing. I was playing catch with my my boy here. He wants to. Hey.
Here. There's Matt.
Say hi.
And we got Dylan in the chat. We got Chris from Missouri in the chat. We got Orlando in the chat. We got Hammer 44 in there. Like, what's up, guys? Friday night fun night, right?
Yes, sir. How we
Sure.
doing?
So, you know, Tony's coming on. TJ is online. He's supposed to be joining us here soon.
Man,
You know,
pretty good for just throwing this thing together. Mostly,
Well-
I wanted to test. I got a new
up, Rick?
webcam here, and I wanted to test to see how it works. A lot better than the other one. So
okay.
my only problem is I got a wider field now.
Yeah.
So I gotta stay picked up better. You know, I can't leave all this stuff laying around. So that's gonna be my only challenge. But do I sound okay with this? Or
Man, you sound great.
Yeah.
Can't hear you. I'm kidding.
Matt can't hear, can't see.
Definitely can't see.
that's normal though. He's an outlier. I want to know if the camera works, not if Matt works or not.
Fair
Look,
enough.
we got like 3 out of the 4 of us wearing glasses.
Yeah. I got my
Better go get
readers.
some
all the
readers
time.
there, Eddie.
There we go. Boom.
There
Oh,
you go.
Yeah. Craig's
Hey,
in.
Craig got
Blind.
glasses too.
Here.
Just waiting on Tony to pop in here.
Mr.
Man,
Craig, how we doing?
Good.
Everybody got their hat from Chris?
Oh, it's in the other room. Dang. I do
You
have
guys hear
one.
me all right?
Yeah, we can
School
hear you, Craig.
starts soon. I just got my schedule today. Chris just reminded me that school starts soon. Yeah, I just got my schedule. I spent the last hour kind of going over that and figuring out when I'm going to do what. So I actually
school start
like
out
my
there?
job, so I'm pretty excited.
Get my hat on here.
We got a big
Mookie.
part of the frat house here already. Hey, Mookie.
Yeah.
I'm hearing some echo.
We don't hear it on your end.
Okay, good.
You don't have a live up, do you?
No.
Like another somewhere else? No.
How's everyone
I don't
doing?
know.
Good?
There we go.
Good.
That's better.
Anybody picking up stuff after the national?
No.
Lies.
Very little.
Yeah, I just wanted
Dave.
Eddie Matthews picture today, so that was kind of cool. It was the one you told
Hey,
me
big
about.
freak
Matt,
one.
Type 1.
Which one'd you get?
The Type 1 picture that you turned me on to, that Eddie Matthews one.
Oh, the J-Pop. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, I was the only bidder on it, so
Nice. That's the best kind of auction.
yeah, it is. You got that right.
All right, we got Brent Richards in here and baseball cards. Hey, Brent.
Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Hodges.
Yeah, getting some people up in here.
Yeah, I've been.
I finally pulled the trigger. I couldn't find one of these. I know Matt knows I was looking for one of these. I'm gonna solo myself on this one. I finally,
Oh, let's see it.
Oh, nice.
That's the SCD holder, right? Sports Collector Digest holder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is Adam.
Got it for $20.
Yeah, that's great. Adam loves that holder.
Can't beat that.
Yeah. He put an offer on it. He accepted. So for some reason, I could not find this card at the National. I don't know why. I think I seen like an autographed one, but I didn't want an autographed one.
I got the Albert Pujols one. It's at PSA right now. I sent it in. I had like a special, like a $50 thing, so I sent in the Albert Pujols rookie and 2 Kobe Bryant rookie cards, but I haven't heard anything back yet. Of course, it'll probably be a while on
that.
Who's dropping stuff?
That's Sarah.
Oh, hey, Sarah.
Trying to help out my lighting issue. You guys all remember Sarah?
Who is
Yeah.
that? Why is that
Oh,
so
yeah.
little?
They're all here too. Craig, Pastor Craig, Dave,
Very
Eddie,
integral part.
Goots, Mike.
Very integral, and very
I'm new to
important
the crew.
part of the frat house, Sarah.
Make it
Hi,
go
Sarah.
solo.
There we are.
Thanks for being awesome. Stay that way.
Thanks.
See,
Orlando
Orlando
says hi.
says hello to you too, Sarah. So does Dylan, and
Chat's
Alex
over
is in
here.
the comments.
Oh, you need like somebody to come over here and run the chats.
No, we're okay.
We just ignore it.
Dave's watching the
We
chat.
verbally respond.
Sometimes the chat has the best comments.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's true.
How do you see
I'll
the
drop a
chat,
comment in
Dave?
here.
So
What?
if you go up to your I guess your right hand side of your screen, up top you see like says private, and then
Oh.
Oh yeah.
public, I guess.
Yeah, it says private, and then it says comments. It's almost like a
Yeah.
tab, even though it doesn't look like it on the right side.
But sometimes you have to like log into your YouTube to get the gain access.
Yes, everyone was
Yeah.
there.
Did he come up to the table?
Craig, yes.
Did I meet
He was
Craig?
at our house. He was at the frat house.
Oh, I don't remember.
He's the
Sorry,
Eddie
sir.
Matthews guy.
He's
Yeah.
the one that totally didn't break the futon.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
It really
Chris.
was already broke.
Me
It
and
really
Chris.
was already
What?
Had the
I was at
futon
table like
issues.
3 or 4 times every
Oh.
day.
broke.
You know, I
He
was
was a
thinking the day
trooper.
on the drive that
Chris, you were a trooper just for taking it,
We are
honestly.
going to talk about.
This is it.
I guess Mike left. I
Oh.
hope he comes back in.
Yeah.
So I don't remember who posted the picture of the house, but I think we should get T-shirts made of like that says the frat house with that picture of it.
Some false advertising, I'll tell you that. That picture
Yeah.
must have been 20 years old. Yeah. It was in way better shape than the house on either side of us, because the one as you're facing the house to the left had like mold. It didn't even look like moss. It looked like mold growing on the side. Did you see that? It was pretty
I
rough.
thought it was like
Oh, Mike's back.
condemned.
I'm back. I was messing with the chat thing so I could see it
all
simultaneously,
good.
and I can't figure. I'm on the iPad here, so I don't know. Might be different.
You're doing good.
Yeah, I'm sure it's different for
Tell
different devices.
Sarah, Matt, that Rick says thanks for that portable
Yeah.
phone charging.
I'll let her know. She left the room. She's
She left the room.
no only one like so far, and that was me. So we gotta get going with some cards, guys.
Yeah, show some cards. I'm trying to get Tony in on here. I don't know where he's at right now.
I'll show you a card, I guess. Here, this is probably my favorite. One of my favorite pickups of the whole show is this. I just love this card here. Love it.
Ooh.
And
Yeah, I watched your recap earlier today. I'm not far behind.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I was
Yeah.
so happy to get this. I was looking at a couple. I almost bought one that was way more money and not as good a shape. But I was just so happy to have this one here in the collection. Just a great card. So, and the person I bought it from makes it even more special. So, and, so just a great pickup.
Yeah. Oh, so I ordered something else. Since I was doing my whole Drysdale stuff, I haven't done a thing. So it's kind of funny. So I see this lot and it comes in a Kansas City Royals binder here.
There you go, Chris.
Right? Yeah, it's funny. So I got to take a couple things out of here. But it has, I'll have to show it. I'll stand up and do it. Like this advertisement piece. And then like this 8x10 of Drysdale. Like this other photo here. Then this Union Oil.
That's cool.
Then like there's like this disc player thing, I guess that back in the 89 or something. That
Yeah,
they
I
had.
have an Aaron like that. Yeah, like yep.
Yeah, the
And
Let's
then
Talk, or whatever
a
it's called.
exhibit card. And then another poster that I got from at the National that are, and then another one of those little things. Remember that one, Craig? That we got?
Yeah, I do.
That,
Yep.
that one.
Is that a team issue? The bottom right?
Hold on. This here?
Yes. The color one. I like that.
I have
photo.
no idea. It's like a postcard. These are all postcards. These are all postcards here. Then I thought this was kind of cool. It's pictures of him doing autographs at some show. We're in there. And then these.
J-Pubs. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep.
And then the
There you go, Jason. If he's on here. I'm not sure if he's on.
Aurora
That.
Vision.
and then this thing is kind of cool because it's like that postcard I got, but with a tab up top of it too. So it's some kind of weird, like you guys can't see it, postcard. So pick that up for $25 for all of that.
Nah.
What's the deal?
Where did you find it at, Dave?
eBay.
eBay. Wow.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, I just put in a Drysdale lot. Or no, I actually was looking for the record, and then that popped up on there. So I was like, "Yep, I have to pick this up because I wanted that record." I forgot to
Yeah,
get
I like
it at
that.
the National.
I like that 8x10 towards the front you had too. That was nice. Now it's kind of in that sleeve forever. Be careful when you take it out. If you ever take it out, get brave. But
Oh no, I popped it up and stuff, and it like nothing
Okay.
sticks. Yeah.
it's a nice, rich picture though.
That's real nice.
You
Getting a
know.
nice dry
Oh,
stuff.
and then I got some more card holders in from Drew because I forgot to pick some up from him. So I bought some from him. And then I was chatting with him about trying to do one for this.
Oh
Because
yeah,
they
the
sit in-
W603. Yeah, because it'll flip over, right? It tops over.
Yeah, it flips forward,
Yeah,
or like one of them I got from him, like it sits straight up. I want to kind of like lean back, but it just, So, yeah. So I think he's going to be working on some oversized stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to
I
make some
mentioned to
bigger
him that
ones.
I'd be willing to. I mean, I have like 20 some of those slabs now, and more coming from PSA.
Oh.
So
There we go. Tony's in the background. I didn't see you, man.
Hey,
Hey everyone.
Man, that's a big ass beer you got back there. Hold on, look at that.
I know.
That's what you meant by a big old beer.
it's ready
do
for
it
football
Philly.
season.
I wish
Hold
I had a
on.
beer that big.
There.
So everyone drinking.
I got nothing.
Coca-Cola.
Got your time
I had a
limit.
Coke Zero, but I already drank it.
I got a water also. But Tony's like, "Who's drinking on here?" I was like, "Doesn't matter. We all can drink." My show.
So believe it or not, I've picked up nothing on eBay since before the National, which is kind of crazy. So I can't find anything I want.
I got one thing, and I haven't even opened it yet. But
Nice.
It's
That's
nothing
what I do.
it's nothing that's going to blow anybody's socks off. What I've been doing mostly is I spent some time making a list of like all my collections, and I think I'm going to go in $50 to $100 increments and just go sort of item by item, and then that way I'm addressing different needs, but I don't have I'm not going to have a big budget till the end of the year because I spent so much at the National. But one of them is my 64 top set. And mostly I'm down to like Hall of Famers. And it's, for the most part, it's a binder set. So I don't need, like the mantle to be like a PSA 6 or anything. And the one thing I got at the convention was a lot of high numbers. But I came home and there was one kind of commonish high number that I still needed. So I bought the Bill Verdon. I'm going to put it against the black. There we go. Anyway, high number. And it was one thing that I just didn't find like in anyone's binder or anything. So I got that. And next I'm watching, I've got about $70 budgeted for a Rose. But obviously it needs to be a little beat up to fit into that budget. But I want to try to get that so I can get it out to a signing. Because if you saw Rose at the convention, just without being rude, get your autographs now if you ever need to.
Yeah,
I'll
he
just say
wasn't
that.
able to stand up. Yeah, he had to sit
Yeah,
down
he
during
was-
the whole photo op.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's getting there. So if it never happens, that's fine. I mean, I have a lot of the other Hall of Famers from this set I've signed. None of the players that have been gone for 15 or more years, but most everyone else I have. So what do you got there? Oh, Rose Ball. Was that an in-person or?
I'm guessing it was because a guy I know, his brother was a big security guard at the Cardinals for many years, and he ended up getting thousands of baseballs autographed.
Yeah.
So
I wonder how many autographs that guy signed in his life. I mean, it's got to be. Does $1 million sound like too much? I don't know.
No.
It's
No,
ridiculous.
that's probably right. He was
You
in
think
Vegas
of,
for
like,
years.
Rose and Feller, I believe Bob Feller said, if someone doesn't have my autograph, they didn't want it, or something like that.
I have a Feller
And
autograph baseball.
Brooks Robinson, probably right up there too with those guys. Anyway, I'll keep collecting them. I got no problem with it.
hey, Eddie, why don't you send me a list of 64s you might need?
Okay, I'll be happy to do that. Want me to do that in like how?
I mean, however you got your list. I mean, you can just text it to me or email it to me.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you wanted to paste it into the thing or what, but
No. You just do it separately.
yeah, I can send it to you. I'll send it to you. I'll probably just share it with you or something because I have it in a drive. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some.
Maybe I'll just put that out to everyone. I mean, I'm looking for lower end stuff that people don't always want around anyway. I might just put that out there in a video and share my list that way. And I'm also doing 73 and kind of the same thing where it's like, yeah, I need Nolan Ryan and whoever else. But
Yeah, just send me your
Yeah.
list of who you need because I got doubles and stuff like that of different years.
Okay.
So yeah.
cool.
And then I'll just get your address and then I'll just mail it out to you.
All right. Well, I mean,
Just kind of like
Ooh.
almost like a trade,
Mutual
maybe.
agreement.
Like you just like I'll just send it to you and then
sure.
later on, whatever.
A
Just
blind trade or something.
the
Yeah,
hobby love.
figure it
You
out
know what I'm
later.
saying? The hobby love.
Yeah. Well, hey, for a frat house brother,
Yeah.
do what we need to.
How are you
Get
doing
in
on
there.
your 73 set, Eddie?
Yeah, let's see. I got it up here. I need 19 cards.
Oh wow, you're doing
Gibson,
good.
Ryan, Yaz, Mays, Mickey Lawlek for some reason. Vita Blue, a random checklist. Milt May, Jimmy Ray Hart. Just haven't got him yet. Red Sox team. And then there's a rookie card, 601, that's all commons. 602, Ralph Garr. 613, Bob Boone. 615, Ron Say, and some other guy named Mike Schmidt.
Yeah.
620, Tommy Harper. 624, DeRocher manager card. Denny McClain, and then a couple other high numbers. Denny McClain, Tom Matchick Felipe Alou. So getting pretty close.
Yeah, I'm like I'm at like 80%. I think last time I looked, about 80% complete.
Yeah.
So same with the 68 set. I'm like at probably 75% on that, but I've got all the big names. So
Yeah, I've got, once I get those in and the set's complete, it'll be about 48% signed, because I've done a lot over the years, TTM and stuff. So it's a hybrid. And then same with the 64. That's about between 45 and 50% signed. And it'll be a good showcase once I get them done, I think.
yeah.
Present them.
For sure.
Kudos to you guys for building sets, because I thought about doing it, but it's just
Well, I've
I know.
after doing this, over the last 15 years or so, or however long it's been, when I finish these two, I'm good on sets. I don't want to do it anymore. It's not that I don't like doing it. I just want to put my resources somewhere else.
Yeah,
But
like,
I'm too close
attempted-
now to just like not do it,
So I'm building a 62 football set, all PSA 6 and above. 6 to 7 I'm trying to do on that. And also the 69 football set, PSA 6 and 5 on that. So those are my two favorite football sets. So I just I'll find a seller on eBay that's maybe got a bunch of comments for like $11 or $12, and then I'll just I'll shoot them an offer for like $8 or $9, and a lot of times I'll take it because they're holding on to these comments for so long. So which is nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love building sets.
I'm slowly on the 56, and I'm like 20. I don't know, about almost 30% now, and it's just like it's a slow drag.
Yeah.
Like, I was just trying to get like a bunch of. When I had this idea of building the set, I hit like full set of Steam, right? And then it was just like I got like all the like the low hanging fruit, so to speak, and now it's like, do I continue? But I probably will, slowly but surely. I have no timeline. I have no. I have to have it done by the end of the year or something. But
Right.
So since you three are building sets, how did you each approach it? Did you approach it by the Hall of Famers, like all the big cards first, and then the lower end stuff, or just lower end then Hall of Famers, or just come as they came to you?
Yeah.
I'll tell you,
Good question.
for me, like
So.
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was
Okay.
gonna say for
I'll
me,
go.
like like the 69.
All right, Craig, you're going, then I'm going.
Okay. Like for the 69 set graded, I usually buy like I'll buy one card a week. And then I'll usually buy like one of the star cards, like I got a Bart Star. I don't have it handy, but I'll usually try to buy like a major star like once a month. And same with the 50 or the 62 set. I'll buy these here like once a week. And like the Fran Tarkin and rookie cards, the big one, and I'll probably buy that at Strongsville. But I've got like mail here that I haven't opened up yet, and they're all 69 and 62 cards. So yeah, but I look around. I'll try to buy one card a week, and I know it's going to take me a long, long time. But I plan on living for a while yet, and I enjoy doing the research and doing the chase. I really do. That's one of the things I like about building sets. So.
Yeah. I was just trying to find a page. Oh, here's one. So when I started YouTube, and prior to that, I was pretty much just an autograph TTM person. And my first actual channel name was Eddie's Baseball Autographs. Sorry. And so 64 was always my favorite 60 set. And I started out by just getting cards of people that signed and sending to them. So at one point, like my binder was just full of cards of people that signed. And I still have like my 76 like that and my 81 and some other sets I like. But then at some point I thought, well, I have so many here. I'm just going to keep going and add non-signed in. And so that's why so many of what's remaining is like Hank Aaron and Willie Mays and Roger Maris and these people that either, can't sign, won't sign, or deceased. But so at one point, most of this binder was just signed cards. And over the last, it's probably been 10 years since I decided, well, I'm going to start adding in non-signed stuff. And there's a couple pages in here where every card is signed. So this one's Bobby Richardson, Clay Dalrymple, John Bocabella, Jerry Lynch, John Goriel, I'm probably saying that wrong, Floyd Robinson, Jim Gentile, Frank Larry, Lynn Gabrielson. So there you see, and there's a couple pages, I think there's maybe 3 pages where every card is signed. So it's pretty cool. I'm getting to where I pretty much can't send out cards to get signed anymore, if you know what I'm saying. There was one that I got at the National. Bob Meyer, who did play briefly for the Pilots, is on a dual rookie card, and he still signs. So that one went out a couple days ago. But other than
I think we
National,
You lose Eddie?
but I couldn't get the number 9 that I want, and it looks like maybe I'm losing you. Did you lose me there?
You're back.
Yes, you're back.
Okay. I was saying before the National started, this bottom row was empty, and I really wanted to get all 3 of these. But number 9 has 4 Hall of Famers on it, so it's a little more expensive. So I didn't pull that one off. But, in 64, these were all leader cards. And so I got 2 of these signed by all players. So number 2, Gary Peters, Juan Pizarro, Camilo Pascual. And number 6, Pascual, Bunning, Stigman. It looks like you're probably losing me again.
Nope, you're good.
I can hear you.
Good.
Did you hear all
Tony
that?
says
I keep getting
still.
the spinning
He's not
circles.
moving.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
I said Tony looks like he's just sitting still. Looks like he's frozen, but we're all good.
The
Okay. Yeah, well, in addition to getting the new webcam, I have the hardest time with connections in this house, and there's 4 adults that live here. That might have something to do with it, but it's been a little bit of a frustration. I'm doing better than Matt. He's not even in his chair.
Yeah, I was trying to find that.
Oh,
I
there
have
he
a
is.
duplicate of number 11. I was trying to see if I had a duplicate of number 9. I have 2 of the number 11. Do you need that one?
Number 11 for this set? Oh, I have number 11.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was the number 9 I had. Aaron's
Aaron
on 3
Boyer
of them.
White.
Yeah. I was checking for you.
Yeah. Yeah, so number 9 is hold on, I have it right here.
You would have to wait till next
yeah.
National, Eddie, to
Aaron
get it.
McCovey
Matt's
Mays.
yelling out.
Yeah, Aaron McCovey, Mays, and Orlando Cepeda.
Yeah.
Like 4 Hoffers. I wonder if this would paste into the chat. Let me just try it here. We're experimenting. This is from an Excel sheet. I'm going to put 64 tops. Eddie wants.
Throwing it in there. See if it works.
Let's see if it works. The formatting might be goofy. Oh, hold on. Oh, there's a character limit. I see what's going on. Oh, let's erase some of them. We'll take it down to 300. See what happens. Oh no, I got to take out some more.
I'm with you, Tony. My son's playing PlayStation also, so
Yeah, I just prioritized my device. So
Okay. Here's the first. Wait, what number is Kofax?
I don't know.
200. Okay.
But cheers.
Here's
cheers
through
to
number
you guys out
400.
there.
It kind of worked.
Oh, there it is. I see some, Eddie.
It's all smashed up. Well, anyway, you get the idea. Here's the next 4.
Oh, these are your
Yeah, for me, like building sets, it helps me like stay occupied. Like I'm saving money for Strongsville now. I just put my first deposit in the day into my savings account for Strongsville. Yeah, because
Dude,
I know
Tom
I can't
Trash
just,
is
like,
not going to cost
wait
me a lot.
until
I just
a
have to
month
do it.
before Strongsville and come up with the money. So I'm saving the money now, but then like building sets, I can spend 10, 15, 20 bucks a week and pick up cards. I'm doing a Frankenstein football set. I picked up a bunch of cards a day for a quarter a piece. I mean, like 100 of them. It was 25 bucks, and so it keeps me really occupied, keeps my mind going, keeps me figuring things out, looking for things. I mean, so I really enjoy it.
Got
What
my
about
burden
you,
away.
Mike?
No, I know, Eddie. We talked about me going down the autograph,
There you go.
like a rabbit hole.
I'm working on this one now. 71.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring that
How
up.
far along are you on it, Tony?
Yeah.
And that's a nice
Great
set.
set.
Yeah.
Beautiful set.
And I'll do a quick preview. I bought a collection, which is part of the reason why I didn't buy anything at the National. And
Oh yeah.
Ooh, star cards.
the whole set. So this is the 84-85.
You got that Mike Petty low eye appeal going on.
Yeah.
I do.
How far along are you on the 71 set, you suppose?
All done.
Oh, you're all done.
Now-
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm
Nice.
just moving them from an old 1990s binder, which the pages are all yellowed, into fresh pages now.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it's a very low grade set, but it was also a low price. So I was all about that. No, I don't need anything. I guess if I got the cards graded, they would come out maybe like a little bit, like maybe good max.
Mhm. I think my 56 set's probably kind of like in the very good range for the most part. I mean, I try to have most of the star players be in pretty decent shape, and then the ones that are kind of beat up or creased up, I usually try to replace them, as I go along. But I save like the smaller card shows for that because I can sit at a guy's box and thumb through it. I don't really want to do that per se at Strongsville or the National.
Yeah, Eddie. There's a guy over at like the Washington Crown Plaza, or not, Craig.
Yeah.
The Washington Crown Plaza show. There's a guy in the back corner. Like if you go, like all the way to the right, there's a guy, like him and his brother-in-law are just like split it. They're breaking up their sets.
Okay.
And basically, to answer Dave's question, how I got started building the 56 set is because I needed the 56 a pirate team set. So once I had all them in the binder, I was like, "Oh, this is a beautiful set. Maybe I'll attempt to build the whole thing." But at that show, he'll sell like the 56 cards for like $3 a piece or whatever. So every time he comes, I go straight to that table, get as many as I can for $3, and I like to take some off the top, But
Great. That's what I plan on doing when I go. I'm gonna go to that show. It's coming up, I think, next month, isn't it?
next weekend,
Next weekend. Oh man.
next
Well, maybe-
weekend, the 17th.
There goes the
You
Strongsville
two gonna
deposit.
meet up then?
I got a big
Mike and
paycheck.
Craig, you two gonna meet up? And
Yeah,
hang
yeah,
out?
I'm gonna try to go if I
Go to
can
the
next
show,
week.
yeah.
I'll because I got a little extra cash next week. I can go work on my 68 and 73 set.
Hey, just send me what you guys are looking for. Ask Matt. Like when I go to card shows, it's like I look for, stuff he's looking for, and I helped him out.
Yeah, most of my pickups Dave found, as you guys are well aware.
Yeah.
So,
I know. Same with this one here. It was Dave got that one.
yeah, the preferred products. That's a nice one.
So,
Yeah, the preferred
what
products.
year is that again, Craig?
54.
Yep,
Yeah, 54. Yeah.
And Matt, yours is the 57?
57, Aaron and Spawn. Those are going into PSA.
Yeah.
You find out like any other
gotta-
details? Like, are they're rare, like scarce? Like, what's the?
I mean, there's only been one graded of each of the 57s, but again, it could be because the cost of grading is kind of high on the bigger items, right? So, like mine aren't nice grade. They're gonna probably get ones, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's same with this. I want to get it slabbed up and protected. You know, I mean, for this one, what was so interesting on this is the 54 preferred that caused like a lawsuit that went all the way to the Wisconsin Supreme Court because the players thought, or the company that preferred clothing, they thought they'd sign these guys to exclusive contracts. But then, of course, they were having baseball cards made by Topps and all the other
Spick and
cards that were
Span,
issued.
Johnson cookies,
Yes.
yeah.
And so it actually had a kind of a lawsuit, and they wanted to fine Matthews and Spawn, I think, $5,000. And you know, this is 1954, so that was quite a bit of money. I mean, I think Matthews' contract in '54 was like for about $10,000, so you're talking like half of his, you know, yearly income. So, pretty crazy story.
I got something cool I pulled out of the binder here.
What you got?
Dual auto Al Downing, Jim Bouton for you NYY fans.
Al Downing.
Not too shabby. Matt, go ahead and share with chat Al Downing's claim to fame, at least from a Braves fan standpoint.
Everyone knows Dave's got his autograph, right? That's over on.
Yeah,
Probably everybody knows.
Where's the ball at? I got it here somewhere. Where's it at?
We got an incredibly smart community, and I know everyone knows, but
Yeah.
if you've watched that clip enough times, here's the pitch by Downing.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah. Home runs.
Okay, who caught the ball in the outfield bullpen?
House.
That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, House, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Tony.
I'm not going to
Grand.
dump anybody in. This card, the community is so smart. I'm
I
not going to
got a card with that actually.
I
Let's
know.
see, find it.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
the ball on the ball somewhere over here.
If you watch that clip enough, you can see him handing it to Hank at home plate. It's pretty cool.
My favorite thing about that whole home run is that Eddie Matthews was the manager of the Braves, you know, and I love the clip. I love the clip where at about the 42nd mark, and you see Matthews kind of grab Aaron behind the neck, and you know, and I just think it's awesome that as teammates, you know, they were together for that.
There's him catching the ball in the bullpen.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So this is like a whole postcard
so
set that
that's
kind of
the
memorializes the whole
bullpen
at
where-
bat. Like here's him picking out his bat all the way through. Oops, I'm always bad at this.
Oh, wow.
All the way through. This is a 12-card postcard set, released in '74.
That's pretty cool.
Oops, I might have done them out of order. Yeah, I did them out of order. Sorry.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I need to get these sent in to get graded, but then there's the post celebration here too.
That's neat.
Wow. That's really cool.
That's a pretty neat thing
I
there.
didn't know about that.
Yeah, they're another one of those. Mike Teddy's in there. Low pop. There's like 4 of each graded, but again, could be because of the price. Who knows? I don't think there's a ton of them. We had to do a mail order to get those.
Yeah.
But the only pickup I
Well,
got
grab
that
my
I've
seven.
seen is this one. I got it from Ryan Nolan, Orlando's buddy. I like the night before we left to go to Cleveland. This is post playing days. Ben Franklin, 1905. Kusa cigarettes.
Post playing days, huh?
Yeah. So 115 years post playing days, but
1905 post playing days.
Post.
yeah, I was happy to get that because those are pretty tough. Again, there's like 4 from SGC and 3 from PSA total. So
Matt, do you
Not
have
the
a $100 bill? You have different $100 bills also, like slabbed up.
no,
Yeah.
I don't collect $100. I don't collect $100 bills.
I mean, those are
tend to-
post playing days also.
exactly. Yeah, I tend to spend those when I get them, unfortunately. So turn those into cardboard.
Yeah.
I didn't do my national video still, so you're right on time, Eddie. I haven't done my video yet, so
I haven't done my part 2 where I was supposed to talk about all the non-card stuff, but I don't know. The honeydew list has kept me pretty busy. And
Man, I was watching Billy Ball game stuff. Like he's done several videos post national stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I know. I don't want to be white noise, but I also want to. I mean, I want to
Document it.
complete the journey. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've just been watching other people's stuff and putting this floor in my house, and I'll just put up, a midlife
Cards.
sports cards. There's 45 minutes every. He uploads 5 of those a day, so that's a lot. I'm looking for complete pages in my 73s here for signed stuff. I'm getting a lot that's 8 out of 9.
Going through it. So
But
I forgot what my
I
question
wanted
was.
to show you all Hall of Fame cards.
Matt, do you have a lot
You
of
know
stuff
what
to send
was
off to PSA or SGC?
Well, that's just it. I did my submission on the last day of the month because there was like $100 promotion. Yet the items still sit here unshipped. I haven't shipped them yet, so yeah. Not surprised, I'm sure. So,
Way to go, Matt. Way to go.
Well, while he's looking for that, I started down a little autograph rabbit hole post national. I really dig these 8x10s.
Where's his cigarette?
I couldn't find one with the cigarette sign, but I really wanted it. But I feel like that's just a classic Jim Leland pose.
Yeah, it is.
He looks better in a Tigers uniform.
I kind of knew you were going with that. And then it's just some football. So I got AI Andy Russell.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then a Greg Lloyd.
So you like anything black and yellow then?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm basically like a team. I'll collect other stuff, here and there. But oh yeah, Barry Foster.
Barry Foster.
Yeah, he won me a fantasy league back in the day.
But I am, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, if it's black and gold, I want it.
Okay. Let's see.
As Tony from the other side of the state here.
No, see, I only had the football stuff out because I was going to make a YouTube video today to promote the fantasy league that we needed to fill 12 spots, and I set all this up, and we didn't need the YouTube video, so I haven't had time to take it down yet.
All the spots are filled up, huh?
Yeah. In fact, yours truly, Mike Petty, was the 10th person in the fantasy league. So
you don't want me in your league. I'll be. I don't know.
I come in dead last. That's why I'm not buying into your league, Tony. So
My problem is I only watch my team, so I don't know the other players. I get murdered. But I got something interesting from my 73 set. All right. So if you've ever seen this card, Joe Rudy.
There you go, Dave.
This one is personalized to Eddie. What not everyone knows about this card is that it's not Joe Rudy, that's Gene Tennis. And I believe Billy North and somebody else that's definitely not Joe Rudy. So the cool thing about this
Rudy's
is
in the dugout back there. You didn't see him?
I have another one that's not personalized. And the first person to send me an email, which I just posted, can have this if they want it. You don't want the 2 Eddie one. That's mine.
They spelled
So
your
I
name
just
wrong.
had it behind my. No, he did it with a Y. Some people do spell wrong. Hey, here's Eddie Watt. Where's Clean Sheep Shots? Here's my Eddie Watt TTM. Great
poster.
This is almost a complete page. I have 8 from that one. What was that about poster?
No, I'm saying, did you say you posted your email on the chat?
Yeah.
I didn't
It might have
see
got
it.
wiped by Google. YouTube might have wiped it.
Well, I tell you what, now that person has to go to one of my videos and look in the description because it's in every description. So I get a bonus view out of it, or maybe a couple bonus views.
Hold on, Eddie. Is it on your card? No, you don't have
What
it on
was
your
that?
card. You do not have it on your card.
Ricky Henderson.
Oh, well, hold that up. Maybe someone can get the QR code up there. I don't know.
I got mine signed.
By the way, if anybody wants one of those, also send me an email. I'm kind of getting tired of them. I think I ordered too many. Next thing I'm going to do is a Griffey thing. But
Okay.
I got to finish up a non-sports thing before I do the Griffey thing. So that might be a while because I'm going in slow motion for my art right now. I can't believe I don't have a full page.
You like that, Mike?
73.
That's right.
Got that for free at the 2012 National. And I got that one also. Whoever this is. Got a bunch of stuff.
You got him in top loaders. See, like I just kind of went down that rabbit hole, and I've been debating what to do with them. Right now, I have them in 8x10. Those sleeves. I was going to throw them in a binder with like a magazine board behind it.
Yeah.
To keep it, but because 8x10s can get expensive, like the top loaders, and big time. Like, and I'd rather spend the money on. Like, haven't been always a huge autograph guy, but I really like the autograph on the 8x10. I think I like the action image and just keep the card to the card. Like sometimes I like I don't know. Like it just doesn't fit on every card, but for some reason an 8x10 is just like it works for me, right? Like I think get the autograph, you get the action shot or different type photo. So
I'm with you. Oversize is the way.
Like this is like the kind of autographs I love. There it is.
Worldwide Ed 2002 at Yahoo. Sorry, Craig.
Oh no,
Stepped
that's
on
good.
your-
These are like I love these autographs here. You know, on these great moments.
Yes.
They're nice and
yeah, that's
I had my eye on so many of those, and I still didn't pull the trigger.
yeah.
But I do have two, but they're shockingly affordable usually, even when they're slabbed up. And I have some on my save list
Frozen.
for later. A lot of Ted Williams. I didn't.
So Mike was talking about 8x10 autographs, and here goes one. I got this at the Philadelphia Sports Hall of Fame, and I got a chance to meet Chuck, Concrete Charlie. And this is when he knocked out Gifford, and he said, "Stay the up and down." Sorry, Frank. And what you just said is, trying to get this on a card. You can get the image on a card, but trying to get all the writing and the inscription and the autograph is just not going to fit. So 8x10 is perfect size for it. Then whether you get it framed or you get it in like an 8x10 holder, I mean, those are $4 or $5 each, and it does add up.
Yeah.
But they look good though.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't showed this one yet on my channel, Dave. If you want, we can do it. It's autographed, but the Manny's Land Spawn.
Ooh, nice.
That's nice.
That's a beauty.
So that's actually the only one graded. They haven't graded any unsigned ones. I found this one at an auction, so pick that one up. Thanks. I love the Manny's Land.
Hey, did you get rid of the mantle?
I did. I traded it to Howard. Joe was with me at the time. I just happened to stop by on the way to go. It was right after Greg bought his banks. We were following over that. I ended up stopping to Howard, and I picked up the Bazooka Aaron, and which I don't know where it's even at. It's somewhere here. And I got that graded. It came back at 2, and then the Bazooka box, and then I got an O-Pee-Chee, 65 O-Pee-Chee, the first one where he's on there with Clemente, the league leader. So there's an O-Pee-Chee tattoo in 60, obviously, right? But those I haven't even seen one. So first attainable Aaron O-Pee-Chee card I can get. So I was happy to pick that up. So yeah, I was able to get like $750 trade value for it. I think I paid $450 for it, so I was happy with that.
So I guess grading does add value in some way.
What's that?
I guess grading does add value.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was just looking at an auction. I just happened to see that it was underway under the last sale, so I just grabbed it because I knew I could turn it into something. But yeah, no, I think the Aaron will definitely be. I don't know, I'm happy to have it. There's still 5 more boxes I need to get. They're really expensive, unfortunately. So.
read the thing, Matt.
That is awesome.
How many garbages did we fill up with beer and water cans? Like
how many
10?
trash bags?
Yeah.
The
Gotta be
one
10 of
day
them.
when I took out probably I was sitting there by the table. I don't know, probably about 8 trash bags in the first like 2 days.
And they all weighed like 2 pounds because it was all like empty beer cans and water bottles and a pizza box, a random pizza box. Ridiculous. But, and I appreciate you guys that stayed a little longer. Probably had to deal with a lot of that stuff. So thanks, by the way.
Oh yeah, I mean, we got back to the house Sunday, I think, and I started cleaning up. I just started wash whatever dishes, throwing trash away, picking up. Just I had to put the air mattresses down, like fold those up, roll everything else. So,
right.
I mean, because we had the kitchen upstairs too, so I had to take that trash out, make stuff. Everything up there was done too.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. We had 2 kitchens, 2 living rooms. It was like 2 different houses in one house. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a duplex. Imagine having 2 families living in that thing. That was crazy.
Oh man, yeah.
I guess back in the day.
Yeah, it was still great. I mean, it's we have our little things that we could mention that weren't little different. Maybe
2 bathrooms being one of them, right? One of the toilets broke on day 2.
Yeah, I mean, having to take the back of the toilet thing off
every time you went to the bathroom.
No vent in the bathroom, so it's just like you're in a haze all the time. The 2 doors where you would wait for it to be your turn, and then somebody would use the other door to get in there. Meanwhile, you got to piss your pants. So then hopefully the upstairs one is empty. But anyway, it's still totally all that worth it. I mean, it was awesome. And I know, Matt, you're probably tired of me thanking you, but thanks for making me part of that.
No, it was fun.
The house and
happy to have you.
It was awesome.
It was fantastic. I told my wife
I wouldn't change anything about it.
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
For me, I remember I was in the top bunk, and it was a metal bunk bed, and the bars were real small. And so when you'd get up and down, you'd shake it. And I'm almost 62 years old, 230 pounds. And I remember I woke up once in the middle of the night, and I had to go to the bathroom. And like a lot of times you'll wake up, have to go to the bathroom, you'll kind of turn over and just kind of wait a couple of minutes. Well, I remember thinking, I got to get out of here now, because it's going to take me 5 minutes to get down this ladder. There's about that much space between the bed. Like if I'd sit up, I'd hit my head on the ceiling tile. And I just remember getting up and being so thankful I got down that ladder okay to go to the bathroom without killing myself, because it was totally dark in there, and it was crazy.
I know. I think John and I felt a little bad about putting you and Adam on top, but we pretty much had to be on bottom to have our CPAPs plugged in. So it's like, it's just one of those things.
It's the way it was, yeah. But I still remember, like, I woke up, so I got to go now, and started my process down that ladder. So
start 5 minutes before you got to go. Yeah.
So out of the 6 of us, who uses CPAP here?
I have one, but I don't use it.
Yeah, for probably about 12 years or so. When I got it, I was probably, I don't know, 50 pounds heavier. And I thought maybe I wouldn't need it anymore. So I got retested last summer and they still said, you still snore and everything. So it doesn't always, like your weight doesn't always matter so much because it's a lot of other components. I mean, you're a pretty trim guy too. So obviously that isn't the reason necessarily people need CPAPs. So I'm happy I have it because I wouldn't sleep without it.
We should do a live, and everyone should wear their face mask
Someone did a video
with like the little hose hanging.
I forget who it was. Someone did a video on it. Someone in the card community.
Yanks fan? Was it Yanks?
I think it was NY Yanks fan.
Yeah.
I can see Eddie now coming on doing this. I'm your card father.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I have the one that goes over the mouth and the nose. And like, I'm not wearing that thing in public or making a video of it. I'm just not. It's just not. I just don't want to. But I got to give him credit for doing that because he was trying to like spread awareness, I guess. And I think I look like some kind of, space Martian or astronaut or something in it. And but I pretty much need to have it. Otherwise, I just don't sleep at all.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
It's one of those things. Like, I'm not happy that I have to have it, but I'm glad that I do have it.
It's okay. If you got cards, beer, CPAP, it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
And autographs.
Yeah. I'm trying to look up that video just to verify. I feel like that was right.
That'd be interesting to watch. Somebody like actually doing a video with.
Yeah, he goes through the whole process. He goes through the whole process, like talks about getting tested and different kinds of machines and stuff. And because some people,
so this guy's in the card
have
community.
them go just over their nose or whatever. Yeah, NY Yanks fan 7, 6 months ago. Sleep apnea is no joke. My CPAP story. And his thumbnail is him wearing it. It's the same one, exact same one I have. So if you want to know what it looks like, there you go. Yeah, Don confirms. Yeah. I watched that, and I don't watch a lot of his content because we don't collect similarly. But I believe I thanked him for sharing that story. Yes, I did. Looking at the comments now. That's a good comment. I'm gonna like my own comment. There, I did it.
Jason goes 10 PBRs and I never snore. That's a lie. We're in the house with you, Jason.
Alex ratted you out, so it's too late.
Yeah. I think like 14 other people can tell you that's a lie. What was our highest night capacity? Was that first night, right? How many?
No,
it had to be 15 people.
No, that first night was the lightest. It was only 14.
So 16 total.
We went to 16 at the end. 16 for Thursday through Friday night. Thursday and Friday night was 16.
And only one person thought to shower the night before to save on.
Well, Theo did the same thing. He showered.
Awesome. Oh, Theo did too. All right.
Yeah,
Me and
showered
Theo were the
night too.
I didn't sleep, so I got up like at 5:30 and start getting ready. That was out of the way.
Yeah, you got up early enough.
Woke me up.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
But I think Chicago, that the hotels are so convenient. Much as I'd love to do it again, the hotels are so. I'm thinking Strongsville, we could do. I mean, again, the hotel's convenient, right? But that hotel no one liked either, right? So I'm open to doing a house for Strongsville if anyone wants to do it, but not the house we stayed at this time. Something a little bit nicer.
Orlando, yes, we had 16 people in 2 bathrooms, and everybody's complaining about the bathroom line at the National.
And one of those bathrooms was really like half a bathroom. I mean, there was no fan. So it was, I mean, all day it was foggy and like it never cleared out.
Did you have a
towel
window?
never dried if you hung in there.
Yeah, my towel
and
never dried
then
for
you
5
had to
days.
take the back of the toilet tank off and pull up on the little arm to really get it to flush, because the lever was not anyway. But
that place
like I
will be
said,
forever in our hearts.
I was still happy to be there.
Yep,
Absolutely. Hanging out with everybody. Yeah. I don't know. I had this weird day after I got back. I had this weird depression. And I think a lot of people get it because, they're not going to see, friends for a long time. But I had this weird, and I don't know, I'm not normally like this, but I was thinking like of things I should have done differently. And I don't know why that is, but I snapped out of it when I realized how stupid and elitist I was being. And I went to this card show and spent thousands of dollars that most people will never get to go to, and never get to spend that money on, pictures of men encased in plastic. And I sort of got over it, but it was kind of weird.
No, I understand what you're talking about, because it's, you have that connection with people that you met before, or you just currently met, and it's there's people in the community. I'm like, man, I wish we lived closer, a lot closer. We can just hang out and do stuff. But
yeah, I think that's what it was, Dave. It's like I just kept thinking like, oh, so and so was there and I didn't get to meet them, or these people went to lunch. I would have loved to have tagged along in that. And I started thinking about all these things that I missed out on, which again is not like me, and it's really kind of horrible. But I think that's where I was going mostly, was like with the social stuff, and like not having a car and all that. And there's no food, like right by the building, and there was all these challenges that came with that. So I think that was mostly it. But yeah, it's like, it's like at the get together. It's like I found out later there's like 10 or 15 people that I would have loved to have met that were there.
Yeah.
But how do you get to them?
Same.
How do you? I don't think you can.
yeah,
I know I ran into Mike every 10 minutes.
I
Didn't
know.
Mike? Like,
I know. Me
and then
and you
other
would
people I
always
never
find
saw
each other.
There's other people we never saw once, and I see Mike. It had to be 4 times a day at least.
Yeah, we did run into
One of
each
those
other.
things.
Be
Quite a
careful what
bit,
you wish
yeah.
for, Eddie. You never know. I may get in the car and drive over to see you. I did that to Dave last
Yeah, you're gonna be driving a while.
That was the
I'm
one thing
actually
so
doing
interesting about Strongsville, wouldn't you say, Matt? That I mean, a much smaller venue, of course, so you got to see people a lot more.
Yeah.
You actually got to talk to people, and for a longer period of time. It seemed like almost everybody that was there, I at least talked to them once or twice at Strongsville. Whereas at the National, like you're saying, Eddie, there was a lot of people that I never saw that I wanted to see, and if I did see somebody, I talked to them for 3 minutes, and that was the last time I saw them.
Yeah.
Is that show
think
every April?
April. They haven't announced it.
That
They
show
won't announce a
every
date till January though, which is frustrating. For those that need to travel.
Yeah, one thing I would do differently that's totally in my control is on Thursday and Friday, I was so obsessed with making sure that I either could find that final card I wanted of this top 4, or making sure that I couldn't find it so I could spend my money on other things. That I would run into somebody and I would like kind of ditch them in a way. And then later on, I was like, well, I didn't get to walk the floor with so-and-so. And then I thought back to this where I was kind of ditching people because I wanted to make sure, I methodically made my way up and down each row and looked at each vintage case. And I was able to do that. But there's times where like I could have hung with people and I never did really find the card. And it wouldn't have mattered because I'm always going to spend my money and I'm always going to like what I get. I'm just that kind of person. So I think that's probably one thing I would do a little differently.
yeah. No, I wish I got to spend more time with with Matt and Craig and you and Tony and Mike and like other people that were there. But it was, Mike can contest to this, and Matt too. Is like there was times like Wednesday we got in, and I think like Thursday morning when we got in, it was like my son's with me, and the next thing I know, he's like walked off, and
Yeah.
I'm like, now I'm trying to find my son,
You gotta
and I'm
go.
like texting him, and he's not answering
Yeah.
back because the cell service in there sucks. So it's like now I'm just scouring for him and not looking at cards. So
Yeah, the table
Yeah.
helped with that eventually, though, for you, Dave. Hopefully,
yeah, it did.
Yeah.
But it was, either I was leaving to go pick someone up, drop somebody off. I had to deal with a
Yeah.
bank issue I thought I was having because my debit card got rejected twice at the food. So I had to pay for cash with it instead. But I found out when I left to go pick up Alex at the airport, there's nothing, no fraud or anything on my bank account. It was just a Wi-Fi connection inside the center that the vendors were having an issue dealing with the cards. So, and then it's like, finding, like, I always find stuff for somebody else or chatting with someone, so, I mean, I didn't get to see a lot of the floor, or it's like that one day, Matt and I, we helped one of the dealers out get, what are those silver packs?
Oh yeah, I still
Yeah.
opened that box I got for free. I haven't opened it yet.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, mine's sitting right here. I got a whole box of Hobby Heritage.
Did you open it yet? You did, right?
Nope.
Nope.
It's everything's still in there. Got that box for free, just helping these guys out get silver packs. So, it's just weird opportunities in there, and stood over with Drew so he can get Ricky Henderson.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
No,
Dave, I
I'll-
feel bad. You did a lot of things for other people, which we appreciate, right? I mean, you were, like you said, airport courier. I know you shopped for me a lot, right? So I definitely appreciate it.
I think I was just finding stuff for you that I didn't know you needed. So,
Right? Like this one, Aaron team, the Braves team set, right, from '72.
yeah. Let's see. What else did I find? That, the bazooka with Spawn, the yellow
You
name
found-
Aaron.
You
This.
found this.
Yeah.
With,
Here's the preferred products you got for me for 57.
Yeah.
I love this photo of Aaron.
Yeah, that's great.
Let me bring
This is
that
nice.
up.
This is their MVP and Cy Young year, right? Or yeah. So this is from 57. So these are part of my submission. I need to get in the mail here at some point here. But you found all those. You found.
Yeah, because I saw that Aaron sitting on top because Craig was with me, and I was like, "Can I see that stack right there?" And I was in my head. I was like, "Please let there be a Matthews. Please let there be a Spawn in this stack." And there was. And I seen the Matthews. I handed that to Craig, and I was like, "Yep, here's this." Then there was like the 57 World Series champions team photo that was in there. And then
You found this. I didn't buy it right away.
oh man, that's nice.
Yeah, so there's a story on that
This is the
one
bazooka
too.
you found. I need to do my video, but
So yeah, I mean, it's like I was just finding stuff for everybody else, and then I found Jason's variation Mickey Mantle what is it, War Vision?
The Aurora Vision, yeah.
Yeah,
Got
record.
everybody turned on to them.
So yeah, I picked up some too. I got a Koufax, a Spawn, and a Ernie Banks.
Yeah, I got me a Spawn. I got that on Facebook, but it's got a hole in it, so they're kind of cool. I
Looks
kind of like them.
You got
Yeah, I
you got the whole set there, Tony.
Yeah, and I got some dupes. I don't have any variations though. Like I don't have the test issue or the other ones.
You got any doubles of the maze? All right, hey,
There's your answer.
Does he?
hey, I'm gonna text you. Hey, I'm gonna text you separately there, Tony.
Oh,
Yeah,
The Mavs.
I haven't listened to them, but I think they're on YouTube, right?
Yeah, they're on YouTube. There's let me find that channel because I just subbed to it. It's pretty good.
And what's sad in my PC, this is the only Spawn I have, and he's one of the greatest pitchers of all time. These are the only Spawn items that I have. So at least I have these two. They're really nice, and they're inexpensive.
Yeah.
I love
So
to
the
get
channel
started.
name to listen to those is Cards from the Attic.
Yes, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. So
Cards from Attic.
from the Attic.
Card.
Yeah. I'll just so I'm gonna send this over to you. Share this message.
Sports card investor. That's not it.
No, I just sent you a text, Eddie, with the link to it.
Jason sounded just amazed, right?
Yeah,
Names.
Jason-
I have the hardest time, but this will be a lot easier.
Yeah, that's very interesting. They're like either short,
83 subs.
they're a couple minutes long. I didn't realize they were. I thought they would be a little bit longer than what they are, but it's very interesting to listen to. And especially if you got like one of the little old time radios too, that's Bluetooth, and listen to it through that. It's very interesting to hear it.
Yeah, thanks.
Which one do you got there, Mike? You got the
Mazerovsky.
The one I want to get is the K line.
Yeah, that
Because
red
it's
and
the
the
red
K line.
background. It's like the oddball out.
I think the K line's one of the best looking ones.
It is.
Jason showed me that. I thought that was just a sharp looking.
Yeah,
He showed it
I
last
need to-
night again, I think, right? That was the K line's really nice, the red background. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, one of my favorite ones.
Tony, do you sell any of those or no?
Yeah,
I think I have 2 sets.
Yes. See, that thing is just like I love that red background.
That's
on
awesome.
that.
Yeah,
And did you
Maybe
see this
so.
one, the Gentili?
that's cool.
Is that the variation?
I don't know.
I think,
What's the variation on it? Any idea?
if Jason was in here, he would know.
He's in the chat. He's in the chat.
He's in the chat.
He's-
Yeah.
He's here. He
He
says
said no,
no.
it's not the variation.
Okay. So I guess the variation's on the front then.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sometimes
Jason,
you
what-
find these signs too, and that's pretty cool.
He said the variation is in a different uniform.
Hmm.
Is there a mutual in that set? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't see one on the playlist on this guy's channel.
It's a small, it's only 20 items. It's only 20 items, right? Or roughly?
It's
Not a
small,
big-
yeah.
Yeah, there's a Banks, there's a Maris, there's no usual.
Yeah. Cricket's in here now.
Any more cards? You can say who got cards, Andy. I got the rest of that PSA submission here. I think this is most of it. I need to get these off, like I said. I think I've shown this before on my channel, right? This is the spick and span, the 53 to 57, a little bit oversized. And then,
I've seen this one.
what's that?
I said I don't remember seeing that one. I think I've seen that one.
This is
I
the,
love that
the
logo
Rollins.
though. I love seeing the
Yeah.
stadium.
This is the Rollins Premium from like 64 to 66. And then oversized, this is a Dixie Lid Premium. So you had to send in 10 of the Dixie Lids to get one of these from 53.
You talking about the ones that you just recently purchased and got graded?
Yeah. This one's got staining.
You know if there's a vanilla flavor in that or not?
There is. There's a bunch of different dairies too. So just like the like some of those 76 discs, there's like all kinds of there's like tons of different dairies that made ice cream that year across the Midwest, across the country. So
You scared Mike.
I know. I thought he had something to show,
Give
so I
me
was bringing
this,
it up. But
solo mode.
Here, I'll show this real quick. Here, this is one that Matt passed up at Strongsville.
Yeah, didn't you
Oh,
say you were
let's
going to
see
give that to me?
Yeah, that's the that's the spick and span garment bag that was spawned. There was no Matthews, no Aaron, but there's like a Lou Burdette and a whole bunch of other ones. So,
Whoever cut those out of that bag did a really good job.
yeah, I've got like I think there's 15 total that are cut out here. So just really, it was a spick and span garment bag, which is kind of interesting. So
yeah, and that bag, because I know Scott Stukes, he found a photo of it, right?
yeah, the whole photo, like
Yeah, the
go to
whole
the top
photo
of
of
like
it.
Yeah,
That was
which is
crazy
really
how
nice.
big that thing was.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
As we're showing some oddball things and like something I never shared before here, but I have this 1951 with the Maggio here.
Oh wow.
Sport Baseball. It's a magazine, but what's really neat about it is on, and the whole Mickey Mantle. But there's actually a write-up in this magazine if you ever get a chance to see it. It's about it's a write-up of him in the minor leagues.
Cool.
He's got like a J on his hat.
Yeah, that's the minor league team, Joplin.
He looks 10 there.
So it's pretty cool. So it's almost like a.
I just seen a photo the other day of
call.
like him playing basketball. He was in a basketball uniform.
Yeah, Mike, I really like the magazines myself. The Drew Vintage Legacy, he kind of got me started looking at some magazines, and I've got probably 7 different ones, and I think they're kind of a hidden treasure because the pictures are great, and the articles.
Yeah, they are, and it's really neat.
Yeah.
Just to flip through and go through the lineups and but this is technically a DiMaggio, a playing day, and
right.
Can't afford his cards, so I might as well get him on a magazine,
There you
right?
go, get the magazine.
So,
I hear you.
I picked up a nice DiMaggio item that wasn't too expensive. Let me see if you guys ever saw this one here. It's when he was a coach in spring training with the Oakland A's.
Oh yeah, it's really neat.
Yeah, and he signed it, so that's the nice part of it.
Nice.
I've seen that classic photo with DiMaggio, and I think it's like a young Reggie Jackson, a couple other guys, and that's cool.
Oh yeah, the who's who.
Yeah.
I actually, I
Yeah,
I think I have.
I got that one, and then I thought this one was kind of interesting too. This Baseball Digest.
Yeah, I have the.
Just different. Just whatever inside there. Yeah.
I have the who's who DiMaggio as well.
That's cool.
I don't think I've seen that. What year is that from?
It's
bottom corner of it, like
1942.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, really nice to have. If you want to see it in here.
And they're like cheap too.
Yeah. I mean, $3. I paid. No, I'm kidding. I wish I paid $3 for it, but yeah, very, very affordable.
I don't know. I think I paid like $10 or $15 for the ones I got.
Yeah.
You can usually get some of the magazines for between like $5 and $15 on eBay. There's a lot of neat ones, Matt. The orange spawn on the cover of a lot of nice baseball magazines.
Yeah, those sport magazines. I need to get some of those.
Yeah.
Matt has one of these. Matt has one of these. I picked up two, and I got one for myself and one for him. He knows what it is. The Hank Aaron coloring book.
Yeah, I got it right here. I say right
Sweet.
here.
Look, like not even colored. Like connect the dots. Like
That too.
look at it.
That's pretty cool.
They're neat.
Okay,
I do
no
have-
one's
I have
done
Lucy
a
yet.
Teddy Ball Game magazine yet.
All right.
All right.
Ted Williams.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's beautiful.
that's nice.
Very nice.
What year is that from, Eddie?
46,
46.
October 5th.
I'm not coloring it in,
That-
Don.
You guys probably seen Mark Hoyle on Four Collectors a few times. I didn't know about these. He found this. I saw it on Twitter. I haven't opened it yet, but I just did. So it's like a lunch bag, plastic lunch bag from '76, I think. Safe Alon. So like Fred lives on the back. That's he's like Red Sox, obviously, right? So you got to put the Fred
Did you
player.
say a lunch bag?
It's like a lunch kit bag.
It looks like a puke bag on an airplane.
Yeah, it's kind of what it is, right? Anyway, I saw it on Facebook. Someone had one. I kind of wanted to have it. I don't know what I want to do with it, but they made discs. So that
Matt, how many chicken tenders can you get in there?
well, probably quite a few. So
Get one
I'll buy
good
anything with there.
All right. I'm going to book here. I got to make dinner for this. It's only 7 o'clock here, so I still got stuff to do.
Oh
Time for
man.
bed here.
The burdens of living out west. See you guys.
All right. Thanks,
Yeah,
Eddie.
thanks for having me
Good
on.
seeing you.
Good luck with your set.
All right.
See you, Eddie.
Later.
This is the old playing day photo of Aaron right at the very end. I think it's the same photo that might have been used for the MSA card or whatever it is, but TCMA. But this is A&P grocery store. A lot of random stuff. They don't grade those. I looked. So Petty's gone. He won't be triggered.
Well, I'm gonna
Nice, BK. Said he used to put pork chop sandwiches in that Fred Lynn bag.
post that. So, hey, we got an open slot if anybody wants to join us. Got one open slot. The Trash Panda gonna come on? If you don't know who the Trash Panda is, that's Jason.
No, I do. Yeah.
I know you knew, but like
He can't stay
Jason?
from alive, right? He's taking over for Don and everyone else that's being live all the time.
Jason live stream, huh?
well
Yes.
yeah. So I call him Trash Panda because all the damn trash beer he drinks, and then he started calling me, after, I picked up the Scrappy Carol. He started calling me Scrappy.
Yeah, Scrappy. Scrappy.
So, I thought that was kind of funny. Looked like Chris from Missouri at 2 a.m. right now.
Chris is going strong at 2 a.m.
You'd have to be there.
This is my red underwear.
You'd have to
Get
be
him
there
that
to
hat.
understand.
Get him that hat, Dave. The Rocket City Trash Pandas.
Rocket City Trash Pandas. There you go, Jason.
It's a minor league for the Angels.
That's cool.
Where's that based out of?
Houston.
Okay.
The trash.
Oh, that's
think.
funny that they're it's a trash can and it's in Houston.
Yeah.
The irony.
Maybe because waste management's down there.
I think
maybe?
so, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
No, I was
But like,
thinking
it's
they're
just a trash
Houston.
panda.
the Astros clanging on the trash can lids. They're the call signs.
Like as soon as you said that, I was like, "That's an awesome logo."
You have that one, Matt?
Which one you got?
Come on, there we go.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I got that's the Boston one, right? Yeah, 47
Yeah.
exhibit.
Yeah, you can see the water stain in the little pinhole even up top there on it.
Yeah, Dave found the last one I needed for Spawn outside of getting like the Canadian ones. He found this one, I think, as well for me. We got this one right at the end, right, Dave? The black,
the black snapback.
the black stat back from 62. So there's a red in 62 and 63. There's this in 62. And then there's the Boston, Milwaukee in 47 and 66. But then there's also there's some different backs in the 55, I think. I haven't even seen those for
It's a
sale.
blank back, so
Yeah,
I got
that's
this. I got this for like a quarter.
Oh, wow.
Because the water stayed in a pinhole, and I thought, I was at that show in Washington down there at PA, and got it for a quarter. I thought, what the heck, it's coming home with me.
Yeah, you can't go wrong for a quarter.
No. Well, I do have this one here, the Eddie Matthews one, but this has got stats on the back, so
Yeah, I prefer the stat back ones, honestly. I really like them.
yeah, it's kind of a nice one here, but I really like those oversized cards. Seem to be kind of my favorites, actually.
Yeah, I could do all oversized. I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, I like the oversized stuff. I get to see it better.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like it. Yeah.
The
You know,
oddball stuff.
it's like not like my eyesight, going, so it's like, if I took my glasses off, you guys would all be a blur right now.
Yeah.
And not getting better, right?
So, here showing my first and only polar bear. You guys like the pre-war stuff?
I have limited pre-war.
I have not dipped my toes into that.
Beat up, the front's beat up, but I don't care. I was like,
Yeah.
polar bear back. I need to, pick that baby up. What else did I get pre-war this time? Oh yeah, I got this from Rick.
Yeah, the Garinger, right?
Yep. And it's just a, blank back, but I mean, it's a stamp. So there's only 2 of these graded. They're both a 1. So pretty awesome to have.
Really cool.
And one of the greatest gifts ever, from John in the house.
I know. I saw he kept the 3. He had a he kept a 3 and gave us all like 7s through 9 or whatever, right? So,
But I think he had another one. So there's that. I'm trying to think like what else did I get from the show. Oh, so Matt knows this person. Matt met Bob last year and stuff. So
yeah, Bob Cooper, right?
yeah. So here's his card. Go check out his channel. He just started YouTube. He's only, you can see he said he's only collecting Jewish players. He was selling off some game used jerseys and stuff that he had at the National. So go give Bob a sub. Shout, tell him I sent you guys over.
What was the name of his channel, Dave? Is it in the beginning or
in the beginning?
In the beginning.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that's how you spell it. The
Okay,
big inning. In the big inning.
Yeah, there you go. Clever.
Yeah. So very, very, very nice guy.
Yeah, super nice.
Oh, you're reading that.
Yeah, I thought he wasn't going to go last year or this year. He told us last year he didn't really want to go to Cleveland. Kind of what he said. So, so now he ended up going. So that's good. I was happy to see him.
I was surprised to see him there.
Yeah, I thought about the VIP before it started on Wednesday, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were coming this year," because last year was pretty adamant that he wouldn't be coming. So,
I think he was just surprised that a lot of us remembered who he was.
Oh yeah. Well, I watch his videos. He doesn't make a ton of videos. Neither do I, so I can't say much. So,
Here's check out that beauty.
Johnny Mott.
Yeah, I love that.
you were with Adam when you got that, right?
Yeah. I mean, this sat on the floor for a couple of days before I bought it, and it says a mark, and everybody that looked at it was like, where's the mark? But I mean, it's right in here. It's a 41. I don't know if you can't even see it right now. But yeah, I mean, that thing was a deal. What did you guys
And
get?
the thing about that card is all the bats that he's holding on to. There's a story about Johnny Mize and his bats. I can't remember what it is, but in that picture he's got like 4 bats in his hands, and there's something about him with all the bats he used to bring on road trips.
Yeah, I think it was like the one bag was all his bats, and the other bag was the rest of the teams.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
a cool story, yeah.
I've heard that.
Ooh, look who showed up here.
Hey,
I thought I'd save this show.
Oh, going downhill.
and before Chris jumps in here, I meant to say congrats, Dave, again in person. I know we're not still not in person, really, right? But 300 subs, man. Happy for you. I sent you a text yesterday. I saw it, but
Yeah, it was funny because Tony was like, "Hey, congrats on 301," and then a little bit ago I looked and I already lost that one.
Matt,
I was like-
Matt, you kind of stole my thunder. I was coming in here too to wish him.
oh, I'm so sorry, Chris. I didn't know.
But I also, when it got to 301, I decided to take my submission away. So I was going to do your VR, so I was trying to get him back under 300.
Got it.
So I could do that VR.
So you can do Darren's VR, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I thought I'd get on here before Jason got on here because he's been on more stuff than a porn star, I'll tell you. So, I kind of wanted to get on here and show you a couple of these cards that I found. I've seen them. I've had them in my collection before, but have you guys seen these? They're not, and you're still not seeing them. There you go. There you go.
Right there.
I don't think so.
Are those the Pacific ones, or what are those?
Well, I really don't know yet because they're called baseball legends on the back. Let me show you what the back looks like. Well, I'll research it a little bit more, but I mean it's pretty neat. They had a Ted Williams card, had a Walter Johnson card, and I've had these a while, so I mean they can't be. I had them in a box a long time ago, but there's a Satchel Paige.
Did you just find that box in your nightstand?
No, not this time. But I did find it. I did find it in the back. Go ahead and go to all of us. But I did find it in the back of my closet. I've been going through these 3-row boxes, and this was in an old shoe box with a bunch of other stuff. And man, it's fun when you find something that you had a long time ago, but you haven't seen for 20 years, 15, 20 years. It's like Christmas all over again. So
Yeah, those are the 80 to 83. Looks like a multi-year issue for Pacific Legends. I'll just put a link in there. I'm not sure if you can actually click on it or not. I'm not tech savvy.
is it how many cards would? Oh well, I don't know.
Looks like a 30. No, it's a pretty big set. 1 through 30 in 1980, 31 through 1681. Yeah, 124 cards total through the 4 years issued.
Okay. Well, they'll make good little gifts. What they'll do.
Yeah, they're nice. All big players, right? So
Yeah. I also wanted to get on here and publicly thank you, frat guys, for letting me prance around in your whatever you call it in my underwear, and you
You
guys,
were the sexiest thing walking around the house. So I mean, you were eye candy.
I kind of thought that too when I walked by that mirror.
Now
I'm happy to have you, Chris. I didn't really ask the house. I kind of sent that text out saying, look, if this happened to any one of us, we'd want someone to help us out, right? So we did the right thing.
Yeah, and I appreciate that so much. But I tell you what, and again, it's just the experience makes it different. I'm not going to complain about Cleveland or Atlantic City or whatever, because hell, I got to go to a card show, meet up with 300 friends, buy a lot of cards, but I tell you, I looked that house up as well, and it looks a lot different I tell you, I want that person, whoever did that, to be my realtor. I have some rental properties I need to sell, and but that again, what a great time. But I really want to thank you guys for letting me in. But I do want to blame you guys for giving me a hangover.
That's my wife's fault. She bought the good stuff you said, right? So
She did. She brought I tell you what she did. She brought the top shelf stuff that I couldn't reach with my checkbook on a
come on.
So, but no, I with TJ is online. I now am a subscriber to him. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate that.
That's what that's what this kind of stuff is good for, is introducing. I mean, we watch a lot of stuff. Everybody watches a lot of stuff, and you try to support everybody. But sometimes it doesn't come up in my realm of things to click on. I got to know Pastor Craig because he was dumb enough to call me while he was driving across country. And so I consider him a really good friend. But I watch a lot of this stuff on my television because my computer's a TRS-80 with a floppy disk kind of thing from 1979, and it's so much easier and nicer to watch it on my television, but you don't get a comment so much, and a lot of stuff doesn't come up. So you got to get on your computer back. You got to get back on your computer and go down the line to see what you've missed out on. So again, TJ, I apologize for just now subscribing to your channel.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. I watched quite a few of your videos, especially
Now
the
you're
ones you do with Mike.
making me feel bad. So quit it.
No, it's okay. So I watch a lot of the videos you make with Mike, going over the focuses, the player runs. And unlike Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie where he points at the TV saying, I got that, or I don't have that. And that's good stuff. It's really good to see you two go through the collections and your own videos.
We seriously have it. I mean, just like probably you guys, we have a great time doing it. And then after we're done, I mean, the trash talking starts afterwards, and we have a wonderful time. And just like you guys doing this live stream, if anybody's new when they first do a live stream, don't hang up right away, right, guys? Matt,
don't hang up.
Yeah, because you'll make a lot of people make that mistake early. And I heard it's Mike, it's your first live stream.
It is.
I think it's Tony's too.
No, I think it's my third now.
Okay. So
But
Mike,
first.
So Mike, when you're finished here, don't hang up, because you guys will carry on conversations afterwards that, I mean, will last a long time. Do not do a live stream with Don Field of Dreams when he's in charge, because there better stuff. We could have said better stuff on the air, but we've saved it till after we click stop, So anyway, but you guys are doing great. Even you, Craig.
Thanks,
So.
Look, Mike, Tony, you guys weren't at the house, but I want to let you know how conceited Chris is and stuff, because Tuesday night when we got back from the game, we're walking up and I look inside the window and I just see Chris's head on the TV thing. He's playing his own channel on the TV.
It was John 3D80's kid, and he played it all night. You know it wasn't me, because I don't even know how to freaking turn on a TV. So
you're like, who could put on my channel? I need to get the view.
Yeah, it was. Oh, but that, I tell you, I mean, look, you had a preacher there, you had a lawyer there, you had military guys there,
school teachers.
School teachers.
Adam. Yep.
Yeah.
Who was the school teacher? Oh, Adam.
Eddie.
And me.
Eddie?
And me.
And you, yeah.
I count beans. Bean counter.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, it was like a bowl of granola in that house, a bunch of fruit, nuts, and flakes. So
I count beans too, Matt.
Yeah. No shame, right, Mike?
That's right. Someone's got to do it.
Wait, hold on.
Mike's back.
oh, great. I tell you, does anybody in here like Jason at all?
All right.
I mean,
I'm glad you brought that up, Chris. Oh, wait.
Why do we even put up with Jason? I just want to know.
What do you call him, Dave?
Trash Panda.
Trash Panda, yeah.
I tell you what, I call him Confusing Panda. He lives in Chicago. He roots for Kansas, who I tell you, it's hard for me to carry on a conversation with somebody from Kansas since I'm at Missouri. You know, I want to go down and burn Lawrence like we did in the Civil War again. and he roots for Kansas. He's not even from there. And he's a Cardinal fan, but he lives in Chicago. Now, if he wore a Cardinal shirt every day to work in Chicago, they would beat him up every day. So I don't understand him. He might have the lowest IQ of any of the YouTubers around. But
and he lives in Chicago and he's happy. Like, how many people live in Chicago are happy?
And he's happy. Yeah.
I lived there. I know how bad it is in Chicago. It's terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but I tell you what, a bunch of all these shout outs though, for real, with what you're doing with the 300 or less shout outs, man, there's a lot of talent there, right? I mean, a lot of great videos are coming out, and you know, it makes it's making YouTube more fun. I talked to Don Field of Dreams at great lengths, and it's kind of the YouTube community is kind of come in stages where, you know, you have your original guys, and then you have the next group, and that next group I kind of call, you know, Mike, Baseball Collector, and they're Four Leaf, like the second group, and they inspired the third group, you know, and I don't know, I think the whole YouTube community is getting better with more talent and more information and more cards, you know. So I don't know what you guys think, but I think really what helps it is when you're doing videos to shout those out, and I think we all need to do that. That's the last time I'm going to say something nice about Jason.
Thanks, Chris.
That's it. Done, Jason. Wipe my hands with you. You outscored me.
Well, I tell you what, I got a card show to go to tomorrow, and
you selling?
No, I'm bringing a couple things to trade, but my friend Tom, who you guys met, who's been at Strongsville now, and he lives an hour away from me, and he's never been to the card show in Kansas City, and it happens to be this weekend, so we're gonna meet up. We're gonna meet up and ride together, and he was having withdrawals, and so we called Billy Ballgame, and you know, he spent so much money at the dang national that he was selling at a lemonade stand just before he went on stage at a stripper club just to try to recoup some of the money. And he declined to go. He said he can't go because he's trying to get some money back in his card budget. So, but still going to be a good time. And if you guys get a chance to, in October, it's not all vintage, but it's 95% vintage. St. Louis has a show, and it's one time a year in the middle of October, this particular show. And I'm not saying it's Strongsville because it's not, but they'll have 3 or 4 dealers big dealers that are from Strongsville, and then a lot of other vintage stuff. So if you ever get a chance, go to it.
Do you go for the day, Chris, or do you stay overnight there for that show?
The one in St. Louis,
Yeah, St. Louis.
I usually go for the day, but I'm gonna try to talk to a few of my friends on here, and if they flying into St. Louis pretty easy, and this show's pretty close to the airport, real close to the airport. And if other people want to fly in, I would make I'd spend the night. But I've only been for the day, and I've only been a couple times. But the guy that runs this claims that it is the longest running show in the United States, and there's 3 or 4 other areas that claim the same. But
Now, is he the guy that runs the show in Arkansas you went to, or is that someone different?
totally different.
Okay.
And so the guy that runs the show in Arkansas is going to be at the show in Kansas City, and he runs the show in Arkansas and runs it in Tulsa. And this guy in Kansas City goes down and sets up there for him, but then this guy puts on a lot of Kansas City shows, and he put on one in Council Bluffs the Saturday before
The one in Nebraska, right? Yeah, I think Drew was there.
Yeah, and he calls it the pre-national, and so they're good shows. They're real good shows. They're not Chantilly. They're not Philadelphia, but I mean, this freaking hobby is getting so strong that all these bigger cities are going to have good shows if the promoters do them right. You know, everybody's dying to set up at card shows.
Yeah, the Pittsburgh Card Show, which was Mike. Is that the one down that you're going to next week? The one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to that one in January. It was really, really. There was a lot of people there. It was really packed up.
Gets bigger every time I go.
Yeah.
I think there's like 400 tables there now. I think the very first time I went, there was just one section of the mall, maybe 80 tables, and then every time I go or have gone, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Now there's dealers set up on every wing of the mall, and it's big. Last time they had like signers, they had Dave Parker was there,
right?
A couple of the Al Oliver,
Madlock.
So I think that was the first time I've seen signers there. So it's getting to that level where there's autographed people coming in.
Right.
So
yeah, I was impressed when I went. There was a lot of dealers, a lot of vintage. I mean, it was I was surprised at how much vintage was there. And some of the dealers that were set up there, I know I saw them in Strongsville as well, and which was nice. So
there was a couple guys there that were at the National.
You guys need to have a YouTube get together there. There's so many of you guys around that area. I mean,
there's a Matt Bowler, is that his name?
Yeah.
You don't live too far from where I'm at. And then of course you got Theo and Don. There's a couple other ones too.
Bob Lewis is eating cereal, right?
You're right. Yeah. But John Wade Boggs fan. I mean, there's more of you guys. And now, you know, not a lot of them can complete full sentences and stuff, but you guys have a great time. You guys have a great time.
Put them all together, they got a full set of teeth, right?
Yeah.
I was going to say that, but I bit my tongue trying to make sure I didn't go there.
Rick lives in West Virginia, but I don't know how far he lives from like the Pittsburgh area. Rocket Rick, so.
So, Chris, let me ask you this question. I know probably people haven't seen the video or anything else about you and Johnny Bench.
It was great.
So Mike, baseball collector, called me 2 days ago and told me that there's a card show in Hot Springs, Arkansas, and wanted to know how far I was from there because Johnny Bench was the main signer down there. And oh gosh, everybody, what do you want to know about that?
No, I just I want to hear the story, from you, not like on the video, but like
it was pretty uneventful. I got his autograph. We shook hands. I walked off. It was great.
No.
Guys, more to that.
Well, I try not to make this video like I did on my video, but I mean, it's so. What's weird is I'm not a autograph guy. I have plenty of autographs, but I'll buy them, and I just tell myself I'm not going to stand in line to get somebody's autograph. Just not going to do it, and because I'm not taken back or overwhelmed by I get overwhelmed when I hear a blues musician just go crazy on a guitar, and then after they're done playing, I'll go talk to them like I'm a kid, but I have to hear them do something first. But man, I've been wanting Johnny Bench I've been wanting to meet him for a long time, and even I would try to put on something here in our small town to get him to come and talk, just because he's my idol. He's been my idol since I was 6 years old. And so Mike gave me a card. He gave me a Johnny Bench rookie card, which is an incredible gift. And he said, let's, and he even knows I don't like standing in line, but he said, how about you take this and you'll be the first person in line or the second person in line. So we literally were up in front of the line. I'm kind of giddy being there. I want to thank Mike for all that. And so I'm standing there just feeling blessed. And then Johnny Bench, if you watch Mike's video, you can see every bit of it. Mumbles, I'm going to give you advice of a lifetime, whatever. And so he goes, come here. So when he says, come here, and he goes, lean down here. So I put my hand on his back, like he and I are going to take the coolest picture in the world that Dan is going to be in front. I don't know why Johnny Bench is wanting me to kneel down by him. And Dan's going to, I assume I'm going to get a super picture in front or whatever, because somebody must have told him that I was the biggest Johnny Bench fan and know more about all his shit than anybody else does. And he goes, when I kneel down, he goes, your barn door is open. I had my pants unzipped, standing in line to see my freaking eyes. I don't have time to tell him all the stuff I know about him. And he tells me my barn door's open. So, and if you would see, he cackled more than I did. And so I know if I'm going to Cincinnati, my wife got me tickets to go with another couple to go see the Royals play in Cincinnati here in 2 weeks or so. Not even 2 weeks, but anyway, and we got tickets right on the Cincinnati Reds dugout, just so if Johnny Bench happens to be there to throw out the first pitch or he's sitting with all the rich people, he'll point at me and say, he's the dude that had his pants unzipped. So yeah, that's the story, and all of it's true. You can ask Dan, or you can ask Dan of Vintage Cards. Vintage Cards. How do you say his?
Dan's Vintage Baseball PC.
What another great collector, by the way. And yes, I'm trying to throw off stuff away from me having my zipper down. But you can ask Dan. You can ask Dan and Mike. They'll tell you, and Johnny, if you get a chance to ask him, he'll say, "Yeah, that big fat guy had his zipper down when he came to see me."
So
Look, you put in the chat. I told you your zipper was down, Chris. You lost your phone. I tried to save you.
Yes, and then I got my phone. When I found my phone, I read your text. I appreciate that. But it was only about 4 hours too late for me finding it. So
what's funny about watching the video that was posted when he called you over, like you instantly knew that he told you that your barn door was open because you reached down to try to get it and you just laughed. So,
Yeah. Yeah. But then
and
I
you
didn't
just
zip
left
it up.
You're like, I'm not zipping it up right now.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not zipping it. I'm not zipping this up right now. Yeah.
you get Chris and little Chris. You're good.
It's a little Chris.
Oh, yeah. But at least, that's a lot better. That's a lot better memory. That's a lot better memory. It's worth a lot more being able to tell that story. And instead of getting on here, yay, guys, I got Johnny Bench's autograph,
See, yes, that's a lot memorable. That's a great story to have.
So some advice for the rest of you. When you go get an autograph, unzip your fly, and they'll talk about you for a long time. Oh, yeah. So to me, Cleveland again, it's just another story. It's just another adventure, and I don't know. I can't wait for the next one. Can't wait for the next one.
I can't wait. Like, I feel like this year's experience, it was like a different level. I guess it was, I don't know if it was like a lot better than last year, but it was like a different level of like greatness, because last year, it's like right after I started my channel, some of us already started our channel, and it's like Matt and I just meeting for the first time, the night before the actual national started, and then just hanging out with everybody, seeing everybody for the first time, there is that excitement to it, but then like this year was better because we already knew each other, we like texted or called or whatever. And some of us already we're staying in the house together. So that like, there's those memories, those inside jokes of that. And then, it's a different level of greatness, I would feel on that.
Well, it makes the whole hobby, it makes the whole hobby of baseball card collecting. It enhances it. It shoots some steroids into it because, you wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for collecting cards. Right. You wouldn't be going to the National if you weren't collecting cards. So it's a baseball card. It's part of the baseball card collecting. Now, it just has morphed into just different avenues of fun. And, we haven't seen each other. We've seen each other twice, but we can make fun of each other because we know each other now, and it makes this world so much smaller. It makes it right now. It feels like I'm standing in my driveway with a beer talking to my neighbor, and you got like Mike, where we would not be. We wouldn't be communicating right now if it. Yeah, we're living at the right time. That's what I want to say. I'm living in the world at the right time, and get to spend hours watching other people's videos about that do the same thing that I do, but maybe a little bit different. So,
just need more hours in
during the show. Like, how did it make you guys feel that people are coming up to you and saying hi to you from other channels, or the people that just watch your stuff that were lurkers? Like, did it like give you that like that little boost of like, oh my God, like this is weird and great at the same time?
For me, it gives me a feeling of like belonging. I mean, like you belong to a group, which is it's really nice. I mean, like in our work environments, it's just kind of we're just working or we're somewhere. We're not really part of a group. We're just kind of doing our thing, and But to be in a group that's like surrounded about baseball cards and videos, and to see somebody, because they see you on your video, it's kind of a special thing. I mean, because I collected for a long time with just me and my cardboard and an eBay computer screen. I mean, and this is like 100 times better. My collection is just like, I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, I go for a walk with my dog. He likes to go for a walk. I live in the country, so I go through the field and I have my phone with me and I listen to YouTube videos. My neighbors probably think I'm crazy when they see me walking down the field with my phone, and
I do the same thing.
I mean, I'm watching YouTube videos. I mean, it's just I drive to work. It's a half-hour drive. A lot of times I'll listen to like Greg's video on midlife cards because I don't always have to like look at what he's showing. I can just listen. You know what I mean? So.
And see, that's the weird thing about collecting cards and like driving and listening to somebody talk, because if they talk about a certain card, you can instantly like picture that card in your head.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unless it's something that you never heard of, and then you get distracted and want to see the screen.
Right. Yeah, like I was watching when Greg was talking about buying his Ernie Banks card. I was coming up to the
I picture that in my head right now.
Yeah, so I grabbed my phone and I was like looking at the card, then all of a sudden somebody's beep, 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 they honk at me, and because I was at a stoplight, the light turned green, but I'm looking at my cell phone, what I mean? And on my way to work I went, I mean.
So Dave, I'm only one drink in, so this isn't a drunk getting deep or anything, but before I ever did a video, I was a lurker. And I remember I went, Mike Moynihan, again, a baseball collector. A lot of us have watched his stuff early, but he had a little incident that he got on and did something what I thought was stupid on his channel. Is he just he burnt a box of cards. You guys remember that, or you been watching stuff and remember that? And he since has removed that from his channel, but he got on there, and my wife had just introduced me to. Here I'm collecting these cards, and it was pre-COVID a little bit, and she says, you can watch YouTube channels and Instagram where guys collect cards. And I, what? And I started watching these videos of these guys that are just like me with cards like me, talking about cards like I have. And Mike was one of them. And when he did that, he did a video like he was going to quit YouTube. And, that's when I reached out to him. I kind of stalked him on Facebook a little bit and finally messaged him, and we talked. And then he invited me to go to the National and go to the meet and greet in Chicago. Oh gosh, it's four nationals from this. This was my fourth national. So I went to that thing, and I remember telling him, and when I went upstairs, when I went up to the meeting and stuff, I introduced myself, and he actually sat me down, and I remember telling him that what he was doing is important. And it's silly. We're talking about videos about baseball card collecting, but I told him, I said, what you're doing is important, because it's somebody like me that lives in the middle of America is spending my time getting to know somebody like him through YouTube. And it's important to me because I had nobody to share it with, nobody to share my hobby with. And it just kind of kept quiet. And I think we need to realize that, we can have fun and make fun of people and all that kind of stuff. But we're kind of stewards of this a little bit, because there's people watching that's not doing videos, that's sitting there by themselves, and we might be one of their few outlets of entertainment that they're watching. And, I think we all need to have fun with this, but when you said, how do you feel when somebody comes up to you at the National, or, like you guys coming up, that's great. That's great. And, I kind of masked that connection with making fun of, making fun of myself and making fun of you. But I had a couple that came up to me, and I was standing at James and Chris Sewell's table, and I hear this lady. I mean, gorgeous lady, by the way, when I turned around. So I tucked in my gut and stuck out my chest, and which way to Muscle Beach, that way kind of thing. And I hear her say, "Hey, Dad, that's Chris from Missouri." And I was with Don Field of Dreams, and I heard that, and I turned around, and she was called her husband, her dad. I mean, I'm sure they, and they're my age or whatever. But so I turn around and say, "Well, yes, it is." With my stomach tucked in and my chest stuck out. And I said, "Well, yes, it is." And is that your dad? And then when she told me it was her husband, everything went out my belly. But she said, we watch YouTube every night together. And he collects baseball cards and I collect baseball cards with him. And I mean, that's big. She's saying she gives up, her and her husband give up time to watch our silly asses do YouTube videos, and we took pictures and all that kind of stuff. And what was kind of funny is we kept running into each other. So I think her husband thinks I was stalking him to see her. And might be a little bit of truth. No. But anyway, there's people out there that this is important to them, and they don't do videos. So again, when you ask the question, how do you feel when somebody comes up to you? Golly, I feel humble. I mean, I feel like, wow, somebody's watching my stuff. And, so I want to make sure I don't want to screw up, the video. I don't care if it screws up. Hell, that's half my shtick. I screw up all the time and it just makes it who I am. But you guys, that again, just enjoy that and just understand that there's somebody watching you. It's like playing baseball. So, there's a baseball player that played hard all the time. And the quote was, well, the reason I run out everything is somebody might be watching me for the first time. And somebody might be watching you guys for the first time. And it's okay for them to see us having fun, but it's humbling, and it has to be that way to you guys too, right? I mean, sorry about that being so freaking deep, because
it's
like
fine.
I would say that at our frat house at 2:00 in the morning. But I mean, it for somebody to want to take a freaking picture with me that's not a YouTuber, dude, that's about as cool as it gets for me. It doesn't get any cooler. So anyway, there you go.
No, because I know, like, I walked around the floor and I seen certain YouTubers that just started their stuff, and like Mark, I think was it Mark's Dodgers cards or Mark's cards or something like that. Like I was like, hey Mark, like what's going on? He was like shocked of like somebody just started talking to him, like knew who he was. I think it just threw him off, and and I think the same thing with you, Mike. You were just standing there over by us, and we just started chatting, and then I met Tony at the game. Like I messaged him on the Discord about the game. I think you're talking about, and then he showed up at the game, and we had long conversations. Like Matt, him, and I, we just sat there and chatted for a while.
That's where Dan's done a really good job bringing people from Instagram and Twitter. I feel like, right? Because that's where I first caught Tony, was on X or Twitter, whatever it's called now, right? And then obviously Discord. They set that up, right? But like Dan's channel brings with people from other platforms, which I really appreciate.
Yeah.
All these random collectors he brings on, the super collectors, whatever you want to call them.
What Dan is in Dan's vintage.
Yeah, our fellow houseband. Yeah.
Yeah, the lawyer, the ambulance chaser.
Yeah, I didn't get any stories on him yet. I want to get some of those stories. My wife does too.
I tell you what, when I went to Strongsville, Rick, Rocket Rick, was somebody that I got to be closer to, and then Dan. I tell you what, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Dan. So
It was really nice hanging out and talking to Dan. He's got so much knowledge. Just a really knowledgeable guy on sports and cards and the hobby. He's really fun to talk to. I mean,
I tell you what, he's fun to ride with too, to give a ride to, because I'm taking him to the show, and we have the VIP pass and whatever, and he's like, no, go this way. Well, you're not supposed to go this way. I don't care. I'm a lawyer. I can get you out of this. I mean, it's just funny. It's just hilarious. But I love it when he has, a Pee Wee Reese collector on his show, or somebody that collects all of, just master collectors. I mean, you're right. He gets, that's something different that he gets that he brings to this community.
yeah.
Well, talking about master collectors and stuff, like I started my journey on Drysdale at the National.
Yeah, you'll be on Dan's channel soon enough.
Well, I don't got that kind of collection, so I mean, I just showed it off in a Kansas City Royals binder.
Yeah, how much are you going to sell that binder to me for?
I'll send it to you. You want it? I'll send it to you.
Oh, I want it because it's in your collection with Don Dry. Why in the hell is Don Drysdale in the Kansas City Royals?
That's the way the guy had it on eBay. It was sitting in there, and I was just like, whatever, I was like, I saw the binder, and I was like, well, that can go to Chris.
Chris, are you going to be on Dan's channel here pretty soon?
I am.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm going to be on there with the Red Heart stuff.
Okay.
Nice.
And that's something that's strange to me because I've never considered myself, but I have the set. So
You have the whole set, huh? That'll be interesting.
I actually am trying to. I'm close to having 2 sets.
Wow.
Of the Red Hearts, but lucky, just dumb luck, Craig. Just dumb luck that I'm close to 2 sets. But
see, I need to get one in my collection.
How many are in the set, Chris?
33.
33.
Yeah, I've only got one. That's just the nice orange spawn. But
Yeah. What is there? There's 11 red, 11 blue, and 11 green.
That's cool.
Chris, if you go on there twice, you should do that kind of walk through all the cards on that one poster that you talked about in one of your first videos.
I actually want to do that video again.
Yeah, you need to. It's good.
I did that video. That was my second or third video that I did. It's like Craig, it's like being a preacher at a new church and there's 7 people in front of you. And then, a year later you want to, and you do the fire and brimstone sermon,
right.
And it goes really cool, but it'd been a lot cooler if there was 200 people watching instead of,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I would like to do that one again. And I will.
Matt, are you going after that 55 doubleheader set at all, Matt, yourself, or are you kind of?
No, I got the spawn and Aaron. That's all I'm going to go after.
I think maybe Dan's the one that's talking about trying to get a set of those.
Yeah, he picked up 4 more at the National, I think. I think he's
Yeah.
got 7 now.
And he had a couple he got at Strongsville. He bought raw, and he had them graded. And,
Yeah, he's good at getting the conversion from raw to graded and getting pretty good
Yeah.
grades. Like, my eyes are so bad, I can't do that.
yeah.
So I want to hear Mike. I want to hear more from you guys. Are you Are you big vintage? Are you, what
Pretty much.
what
It's
turn?
late here, man.
What's that?
No, I was just laughing at Jason's comment.
He's like, okay.
What am I? I
What if
I like
That's
I'm
it.
it's late here. Collect a little bit of everything, right? Like mainly, I'm a team collector, right? Like Pirates, Steelers, um, like basically. But like for my Pirates, I'll go all the way back as far as I can go. Like my oldest is a 1914 Ted Baker, um, and then like Steelers, I'll go back as far as I can go to. Um, like I like the oddball stuff. I'm just starting to get into like the autographs a little bit, like I showed off earlier. But um, other than vintage, um, like I like the around the 60s, right? Like 60s is kind of like my prime. Like I like those sets and I like cards, and I like kind of building the 56 set. So slowly but surely, almost 30%. I like with that, but that's kind of I like collecting in a nutshell.
Sure.
Mike, are you a huge Jerome Bettis
I was like,
fan?
huh?
Huh?
Are you a big Jerome Bettis fan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, if you're going to collect vintage football cards, Steelers isn't a bad way to go, though, right? I mean,
No, it isn't. It's like a lot of the like the 70s cards, like even just to complete those team sets were expensive just because you got all the big guys. Bradshaw's rookie, Joe Green's rookie in 71, and yeah.
Swan, you got Lynn Swan,
Yeah.
Franco Harris,
Mitch Webster.
center. Yep.
Mike.
Mike Webster.
I was like, Mitch. I don't know, Mitch.
Yeah, Mike.
Mitch was the baseball player.
Yeah. Mike ended up that kind of a sad kind of thing, but he was a Chiefs player there for a while too. But the Steelers, man, yeah, Stallworth and gosh, just ton of them.
And like even Clemente, like I like a lot of his stuff. I even collect him on modern day cardboard or paper or whatever or chrome or whatever. If it's a Clemente card, I put it in there. You can go back and watch a video about it was a VR for Eric over at the car closet. My mom, she actually grew up on the same street as Clemente and Manny Sanguine, so she used to always interact with Clemente and him. So I'm kind of a Clemente guy by default, but that's not a bad thing, right? So
Right.
That's a pretty cool story to have your mom actually interact with Clemente and Sanguine.
oh yeah. Yeah.
I tell you what, when I think of Manny Sanguine, of course I'm molding my young mind as a baseball guy in the mid 70s. And and the first World Series I really remember is the 75, Cincinnati Reds and Red Sox. But I remember in 79 or just paying attention to the Pirates, and Manny Sanguine was up to bat, and there's runners on second and third, and he looks like he's going to lay down. He looks like he's going to lay down a sacrifice bunt, and so he squares up, and then he pushes the ball. So the first baseman's running in. The second baseman is going to cover first base. and he bunts it, pushes it hard enough that it gets past the pitcher and the first baseman, and it's rolling towards second base. And of course, the runner scores from third, the runner scores from second, and he ends up on second base with a double that might have been hit 120 feet. I mean, it's just and as a kid, you're listening to the announcer, who I think was Tom Seaver at the time, even though he was still a player. And you see this, you're just like, man, I want to do that sometime, and then of course you see his big old smile. I mean, and that just it molds in your your brain, But yeah, and just the way he handled the bat was just amazing.
He's still a really nice guy. He actually, like PNC Park in center field, like Sangy's Barbecue. He actually has his own table and chair that he sits out there, and he'll sign autographs for fans. Like, he's there pretty much every day, every night, which is cool. He's a nice guy.
That is cool. That is cool.
All right, so I'm gonna call it a night. You guys stay on after and stuff. So for anybody that don't know Mike or Tony, just say your channel name so people can subscribe to you.
Yeah, Mike Scoots Collectibles.
Tony TJ is online. Also on Instagram, TJ is online.
So go check these guys out. Get them some more subs. If you're watching this later on, go do it. Unsubscribe from Chris and then give those subs.
You've seen enough to know better, right?
And remember, everyday card collector is not a good guy. Not a good guy.
And Stooks just came on. Scott, sorry, we're wrapping up now. So, all right. So, thank you all. We'll see you all at the next game.
Yes.